The Rookie has no problem always creating suspense, but when it decides to hurt you, it doesn't hold back. In this video, we're breaking down the saddest moments of The Rookie, the ones that left characters broken and fans emotionally disturbed. Lucy's family doesn't show up, Season 3, Episode 10.
Do something meaningful with your life.
Something meaningful?
Yeah. Go back to school, get your master's, have a profession.
Being a cop is my profession.
As a paid bully for the city?
Lucy worked hard. She went through training, she faced many tough days, and finally her rookie days were over. It was a big moment and she was ready to celebrate, but no one from her family came. Her parents never liked her job and they never supported her choice. And on her big day, they didn't show up. Only her work friends were there, and from the people she needed the most, there was just silence. Later, her mother came to her place, not to say sorry, not to say, "I'm proud of you." She came to ask her to quit. That's it. On her graduation night, when Lucy has finally achieved her dream, her own mother asked her to stop. That scene was not loud. It didn't have drama, but it broke her from inside. Lucy smiled through it, but we could see it. The sadness was heavy. She didn't cry or complain, but we felt it. That pain of not being seen, not being supported. That moment showed us how lonely it feels when your own family turns their back. And it also showed us one thing. Sometimes your real family is the one who stands with you, not the one you're born with. Tim sees his wife again, Season 1, Episode 1.
It's me. It's Tim. It's okay. I've been trying to find you. Just to make sure you're okay.
In the starting episodes, Tim always looked cold. He didn't talk much, he didn't laugh. He just did his work like a machine. It felt like he didn't care about anything. Even when he met Lucy, he was serious and hard. But then one scene came and everything changed. He saw his wife, Isabel, but something was wrong with her. She looked tired and her body looked weak. She didn't even recognize him. It was like he was standing in front of a stranger. He didn't shout or cry. He just stood there, kept watching her and gave her money. He tried to help her because he still cared for her, even when she had already left him and gone too far. That one moment showed the real Tim. He hides a soft side behind his hard face. It made us see why he acts the way he does. It was quiet, sad, and very real. This wasn't just an emotional scene. It was a moment that stayed. It told us that even the strongest people are fighting silent battles. And this was just the start of Tim's long, painful story. Angela finds Wesley unconscious, Season 2, Episode 10.
Wesley, wake up! Wake up! Wake up! What the hell are you thinking?
This episode sees a false missile alert and sends several people into an underground bunker, including Angela Lopez's boyfriend at the time, attorney Wesley Evers. During this incident, a prisoner stabs Wesley while trying to escape, and it ultimately leads Wesley in an emergency surgery and dealing with PTSD after the event. This situation leads to a scary moment down the line. After that day, Wesley didn't remain the same. He began drinking more than usual and staying out late. His behavior changed as he was breaking down from the inside slowly, but he didn't say a word to anyone. He just kept it all buried inside. Then a night came and everything changed. Angela came home and saw him on the couch. He looked pale and his body was still. When she saw bottles and pills around him, she panicked. She shouted his name, did everything she could, but nothing worked. Then, in fear, she slapped him, and that's when he slowly opened his eyes. That moment was silent, but heavy. Angela was scared. He could have died that night. Wesley realized he needed help, and after Lucy's kidnapping, he decided to finally fix himself. It was a sad moment, but also a real one. His pain was quiet, but it stings deep. Dr. Grace Sawyer's Farewell, Season 2, Episode 18.
Are you okay?
Yes. Yeah, I probably should have stretched before that.
How long have you been a cop?
Dr. Grace came back into Nolan's life like a soft breeze, calm, gentle, and warm. She wasn't there to bring chaos, she brought peace. Grace was Nolan's college love, but this time they were older, more mature, and a bit broken. And yet they tried, and it worked as their bond felt real because it was strong. She gave Nolan's life a soothing effect when everything around him was falling apart. But good things don't always last. Grace had her own world, a son and a past she couldn't leave behind. Even though she cared, she chose her family, not because Nolan wasn't enough, but because real life is messy. They didn't fight or break each other because they just knew it's not possible. Their goodbye wasn't loud or dramatic. It was two adults letting go of something they both wanted to keep. That's what made it sad. There was no betrayal, it's just silence and respect. A calm ending that still stings. Grace's exit didn't break Nolan, but it left something missing, something that made you feel like maybe, just maybe, she was the one who got away. Captain Anderson's Death, Season 1, Episode 16. This scene is just so heartbreaking for all the fans. Nolan and Captain Anderson get caught by a gang. Things go bad real fast, but Anderson doesn't panic. She stands strong, she fights like a warrior, and in the end, she gives up her life just to save Nolan. That's the kind of person she was, brave till the last second. She dies right there, but she takes the gang down with her. And then comes the moment that no one forgets. Nolan is walking with her body. It was so quiet and slow. Every cop around raises their hand to show respect. No one says a word, but you can just feel the pain in everyone's eyes. Nolan looks crushed. He leans down and says sorry to her, and that small whisper hits hard. Captain Anderson wasn't just a leader. She cared for everyone and believed in change. Everyone trusted her. So losing her like this, it wasn't just sad, it felt wrong. The Off-Screen Death of Jackson West, Season 4, Episode 1. Jackson West was one of the kindest and bravest people on the team. He was the kind of guy who always stayed on the right path and never crossed the line. But then suddenly he was out of sight. No warning, no goodbye. In the first episode of Season 4, the show revealed Jackson's death through a short CCTV clip. He was shot in the back during a kidnapping. That's it. No long scene, no last moment. With just a few seconds of CCTV footage, his story ended and he died off screen. His death felt empty and a bit rushed. The fans didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. The team looked broken, but the one who was completely shattered was Lucy. She lost her closest friend. Her face said it all. She looked like she lost a part of herself. The actor who played Jackson left the show, so the writers had to close his story. But the way they did it left everyone in shock. Bradford finds Lucy's burial site, Season 2, Episode 11.
Oh, hey, you're up. I'd offer you some, but it's better if your stomach's empty, later. All the screaming tends to make you... Ugh.
Lucy was kidnapped and nobody knew where she was, and things weren't looking good. It felt impossible to find her, but Tim Bradford wasn't ready to give up, not even close. He went out there with one thing in his mind, to find Lucy no matter what. He didn't care about backup, he didn't follow any protocol, he just trusted his gut, and his gut took him straight into the desert. Dusty roads, empty land, and silence. But still, he stopped. He stepped down and started digging, with his bare hands without any tools. Every second was important. His hands were bleeding, but he didn't stop. He couldn't stop. And then he saw something, a glimpse, a piece of clothing. He dug faster, harder, and then he found Lucy, alive but barely breathing. She opened her eyes and saw Tim, and that one hug between them, that wasn't acting. That was real. That scene showcased pain, shock, and relief all at once. It was just two broken people in the middle of nowhere. That moment didn't need any words. It said everything, and that's why this scene still hits viewers straight in the chest, because it was raw and it was real. So it proved The Rookies is not all about drama. It gives us some moments that hit too deep. Well guys, that's all for today. We'll be back soon. Until then, stay tuned for more because there is a lot more coming.